Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another edition of I Pledge the Grind podcast. This is the podcast all about people grinding it out during this entire pandemic. I am your host, your double E, Ina Esco. Thank you guys so much for joining me for chapter 25 of I Pledge the Grind. I have a special guest today. I haven't seen this young, beautiful lady in quite a bit due to COVID. But let me tell you about Miss Tia. Now, Tia Waller, she has been in the hair industry for over 10 years. She has her own salon, so you can imagine all of the things that she's been going through since the impact of COVID. She is also one of the best dancers that I have ever witnessed. You talk about Memphis Jooker. Yes, she can juke too. I'm talking about my girl, Tia Waller. How you doing, Tia?
I am awesome. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your podcast.
Yes, ma'am. I miss you. I remember when we first met, I was slanging alarm systems with ADT and you and your family, girl. You all were so sweet. Remember that?
I do. I remember. I can't forget. We had the longest conversation.
Yes.
We called you up. You had other appointments, but we was like, no, we love her. We got to keep her.
Yeah, I hung out with you guys for the day out there in Germantown, I believe, at the time. So we had a great time.
Yes,
and I got to know a lot about you. And at this time, T, I want you to tell everybody who you are and about your grind.
Okay, I am Tia Waller, and I am a professional hairstylist, a part-time dancer, jooker, just overall like genuine, talented, ambitious spirit.
Yes, you are. And you've been in the game for 10 years. So when COVID hit in March, what happened for your business, Tia?
My business stopped. I stopped getting an income and it was so frustrating. It was like one of those things where, you know how I have a great foundation. I have a great support system like my mom and my dad. So sometimes when I can't figure things out, I go to my parents, and it was just one of those things like nobody knew what to do. So it was extremely frustrating. I didn't make any money, but COVID was also like a blessing in disguise because it really made me like grind it out real hard. Like when I couldn't figure it out, I had to go another way, and we made it work. Like we made it happen. It wasn't easy because when you're frustrated, it's hard to like focus and think. But I had to like take a few deep breaths and like really get my shit together, and I got it together, and I'm really grateful for where I am now.
Awesome. Now, you actually have a salon and you had to go full stop. Is that what you're saying?
So I had to go full stop. When they sent the message out, I was prom. Well, around that time, March is like prom and graduation season. So I make like a lot of money around that time. That's like a really good flourishing time for like any barber, stylist, or whatever. But the problem was I didn't have any residual income. And like I said, it was because I was so comfortable going word of mouth. I've been so blessed. Like my business has been blessed with word of mouth for so many years that I just got too comfortable, you know, and COVID was just one of those things that like gave me that push that I needed. It was like grow the up and get your business in order. Like how can you say you want these things or desire to be this level when you don't even have that available? Wow. So I was able to like really just strategize and get it together, but it was extremely hard. I didn't have an income for like 2 weeks, which is vital because not only do I have rent here at the salon, but I have a personal life too. You got rent, car note, insurance, all that type of stuff. So it was at a halt. And like I said, it was extremely hard, but thank God for God, and just thank God for like a good strong foundation. Like the people who are behind me, they just kept pushing me like and helping me just figure it out. But we got it figured out, and I am in a much better space than what I was in actually before COVID.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Isn't that amazing how we can just, out of chaos, we could really just find ourselves and make those pivots to be successful in the midst of
Right.
all of this.
We can adapt. Like you can adapt to anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just when you're so comfortable, no one really likes change, you know, when you're
Mm-hmm.
comfortable. So it was just one of those things. And it really, now that I think about it, at first it was like devastating to me. But now when I think about it, it's like this was so necessary.
Yeah.
You know, it was so necessary for my business. I was able to take classes. I was able to, I'm talking about, I was pennying that money together, taking them $1,500 class. I just took a class and I'm ready. Do you hear me?
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, I took different classes. You know, I just learned like the ins and outs, like about how a business works when things like this happen. You
So you've
know,
been taking business classes.
I've been taking business classes. I've been taking like different training, you know, just getting my craft together, you know,
Yeah.
so I could be ready for whatever. Like I had so much downtime, like we couldn't do nothing
Right.
for about 4 to 6 weeks. So I just,
Mm.
you know, during that time I was making my wigs, I was doing braids. I got my sisters and, you know, my close friends who I was just doing the same styles over and over again just to keep busy. But we made it work, man. I got
Yeah.
through it. And I am so grateful
Yeah.
actually for COVID.
I know your clients been missing you, honey.
They were. They were. And I miss them. You know, 'cause if the salon is a serene, peaceful environment, you know,
Yeah.
I have candles. Like I make sure that it's nice and spacious. Like when you come in here, you can either work, you can chill, you can vibe out. But I just try to make the, you know, the salon a very serene place. And it's even serene for me.
Mhm.
Like whatever I have going on at home, like I don't never bring it in here because
Mhm.
it's not like a job. It's like really fun, you know,
Yeah.
I really enjoy doing what I do. So it's not like working.
And you know, our hairstylists, you know, we lean on you guys a lot. You guys are like a therapist, you know,
Everything.
like we're gonna talk about
Doctors,
some things.
therapists. Oh my gosh, yes. I really, really miss my customers. I'm a people person, so I really miss that, you know, one-on-one
Mhm.
time that I did. I'm so glad to be back. I can't say that enough. I done said it 100 times.
So are you operating at full capacity now?
I am not operating at full capacity. I am appointment only, and I
Okay.
am basically like spreading everybody out to where no one is in here at the same time. Like most of my customers are walking past each other, if that. And like before they do that, like before the next person walk in, I may like have them just stand outside while I
Mhm.
respray or you know whatever. But I have humidifiers, I have air purifiers in my room, so I'm like really serious
Mhm.
about this. I just want everybody to be safe and comfortable.
Yeah. And you have to wear a mask while you're doing their hair and they have
I
to wear a
do. I
mask.
wear shields. I got a shield, baby.
Oh,
Hold on.
you ain't playing.
I don't know if I got makeup
They got
on
the
right here.
shield.
I got me a shield.
Oh,
I
see, that seems like
I
it's
can
real
do it, too.
convenient.
Ain't that happy and warm? Or you don't feel like you about to go get a pamp or nothing like that, you know?
Yes, you doing that,
Yeah,
Tia.
yeah. So yeah, it's
Wow.
definitely
Okay,
working.
so you ready. But you know what I did notice? Checking out your social media, I saw that the story came out, or you know, the release of P Valley, and Brandee is one of your clients, and you guys were in the
And
magazine
Detroit
featured.
sister.
Yes. So
Yeah,
how did that feel when, you know, you got that you know, story out there, you know, in the buzz that you were her stylist, and that's how she got
so
the role for
I
P Valley.
honestly was not expecting that. I felt like that was Brandy's moment. You know,
Mhm.
she worked her butt off. Like I literally seen this girl do all type of stuff, you know, work related to get to where she is now. She really grinded it out. I can't, it's so much, you know, but I was not expecting anything. I had no clue that she was gonna tell people that I took my wig off, but it was that crucial. So at the time, when I did that, I was actually really sick. I had 7 tumors in my uterus. I was misdiagnosed.
No.
They told me that I only had 3 tumors. So I wasn't able to work, right? I
Mhm.
wasn't able to work and be efficient. So I wasn't able to like get extra hair in. So when she called me, she was like, hey, I need a wig. And normally I would have hair on hand, but because I was going through so much, I just, and the only thing I could think of, I'm like, well, this wig in my head about 4 months old. And so she was like, I'll take that. So I'm like, I'm gonna just be Meek Mill for a little while. So I took it off, not even,
Wow.
it wasn't nothing. Like when she said she needed it, it wasn't nothing for me to do that. And if it would have been anybody else that had a dream job like that, I would have done the same thing for like anybody else. It
Yes.
was not a problem. But I wasn't expecting it, it was a blessing because, I don't do things and want anything back from it. I just do it because I genuinely want to do it. So when it happened, I was just like, wow, I was not expecting it at all. But I was real grateful for the opportunity. I'm glad, people are starting to see how far that we both have came, 'cause
Right.
I've been doing it a long time, and I leave like all my old pictures so you can see how much I evolved since then.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was definitely a blessing. I had no idea she was gonna do that.
Right.
No
I read the
idea.
story. It was amazing. I was like, I know Tia. Oh my
Yes.
God. Like that's that Memphis Connect. And
Mhm.
let me ask you this since, I know Tia, is in the dancing world and I know you're a dancer. Have you guys like danced together? Is that how that's how you know each other?
So Brandee was actually my coach. I could not stand her.
Oh, okay.
I quit the I was in the third grade and I quit because I could not get some dance moves. And she was like, you ain't performing unless you get these moves. So the person that we see in P Valley is
That's
like,
Brandee.
man, that is that girl all day. But she was my coach. Then it went from being a coach to a friend. Her mom was here. I would go and check on her mom for her when she was in LA doing she was dancing backup for Monica and like Lettucey and a few people, but her mom was still here. So I would go and check on her. And whenever she would have dance classes here in Memphis, I made sure I went to all of the classes. Brandee actually helped me like with my feminine side. Because at first I used to be like, I'm a Memphis Jooker. Like, I don't want to dance in heels. And so one day I was dancing in my heels and she was like, you really need to loosen up. Don't no man want no woman is like. So I'm like, okay, but it was cool. Like I kept coming back and we just developed like an even bigger relationship. And Brandee is so wonderful. Like she is so passionate and so driven. And the crazy part about it is the drive that she has for herself, she expects from her friends, or just from anybody that she's dealing with. She will push you. So when the COVID thing hit, I had talked to her about a few things and I was so embarrassed to like tell her because I know her expectations, but she didn't even grill me like that. She just told me to get it together,
Right.
and I got it together. And like when I did the website, I was just hoping, I'm like, I know she gonna tell me if something is wrong, but she was like, it looks really good and professional. So that meant a lot to me, when people know where you come from and see how much you evolve, and just, getting that clarification from
Yeah.
her was like really, really good. So yeah, I'm in a really great place now.
I'm so happy for you. And I checked out your website, texturesbytia.com, and it's beautiful. Like the
Thank
images
you.
are, I mean, it's very inviting.
Yeah.
You did that. You did that. Like I will book today because I need my natural on. I need my
Oh,
natural.
baby, I got you. I got you. You let me know whenever you need to come. If it
I
ain't
will.
available on the book, baby, hit me up. I got you. I'm gonna take care of you.
Yes, ma'am. Now, Tia, let me ask you this. What do you think is the biggest lesson that you've learned since the impact of COVID?
The biggest lesson that I learned is having residual income. Don't ever get too comfortable with making the same thing over and over again. Our culture, a lot of us I feel like the dysfunctionality of the Black culture is because we don't have enough resources. And so if we put ourselves in position to have those resources, you don't have to stress about working. You can have whatever it is that you need, but it's just all about knowledge. And I just feel like that was one of the main things for me. Like I said, I was so comfortable with just coming to work every day
Mm-hmm.
and getting that, whether it was the same or a little bit more, I was cool with that. So when
Mm-hmm.
COVID hit, that all stopped. So that like grew me up and made me realize, okay, this is why a website is so important.
Yes.
This is why being able to do things digital is like really important. So yeah, that was my big thing, is just making sure that you have residual income. That's so
Yes.
important.
I mean, so many people are making different pivots now. And
Mhm.
like you said, having residual income, like that is a major pivot that people need to get into, learning other ways to make money instead of the main way you make money, your main money maker, because that can be
Mhm.
taken from you,
It can, because you can only do so much, when you're busting your butt within like eight. Most people work like 8 to 12 hours. So,
Mm-hmm.
when you get off, you got to go home to your family, or you don't have energy,
Mm-hmm.
to like feed into anything else. So I just feel like we waste time doing like stuff that's not worth it. So I feel like we
Yeah.
should make time to do like what is necessary, and residual income is very necessary.
Yes. Yes. So where do you see Textures by Tia going?
Everywhere, because I do everything. I'm not a limited hairstylist. I shampoo your hair when you come in. You don't have to come to
What? You
the
shampoo their
baby. I shampoo, scrub a dub dub, baby. Got a big knot. Do y'all see what trapping and making it happen?
hair?
Baby, working my damn wrist. That's where that
Mm.
comes from. That's a ganglion cyst, but that's nothing. Just a little bit of a distraction. It ain't nothing though. But yeah, so
Let me ask you this. Why do some hairstylists not tell you to shampoo your hair before you come? Like, I have never heard, like, that. Is that a new thing? Am I
it's a
missing
new thing,
something?
but I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people like making their money quick. They don't like spending a lot of time. And then you got some people that complain about being in the shop 5, 6 hours when the style that you're asking for is not like a get quick hairstyle.
Mm-hmm.
How is it that you have these expectations to look like these celebrity people that you show us, but you don't want to invest the time or the money into it? Because
Right.
trust me, they ain't just paying no measly. They ain't saying, well, can I come shampooed already? But I don't allow that. I
Mm-hmm.
have to make sure that I thoroughly clean. It's an experience with me. It ain't all about like money for me. I genuinely love to like work with people, but you're gonna pay me for my time though. I am gonna
Exactly.
say that. You're gonna pay for my time, but it's just one of those things. And I will say this, stylists might get mad at me, but you save more money when you don't have to shampoo. Like in
Okay.
products a month right now, I spend about $600 or $700 on just
Mm.
hair care products. So just think, if you came shampooed already, I don't have to spend that much money. I could be
Right.
around here and I can have me an extra pair of lubes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So people are just, they want to live their lifestyle. So they just making it to where they can. But I feel like it's hurting because a lot of people don't know how to shampoo their hair. It's not clean when they come in. And I'm just one of them people, like, I'm not touching it if it's not clean.
Right.
It's illegal to style dirty hair. So I'm just old school with it. I have to shampoo you. It ain't
Yes.
no the way out with me.
Look, I
But
love a good shampoo. I love
ooh,
that good
I love
massage
it.
on my scalp, baby. Don't
Yes,
play.
yes. It's all about a good experience. And a shampoo is like the main part of the hairstyle, if you ask me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the main part. I really enjoy like when it's time to shampoo my customers, because some of them, they take their shoes off. They be like, don't talk to me. They tell me to turn my music down. And I'm just like, oh, and they even tell me, don't be on the phone while I'm getting my hair shampooed.
Mm.
I'm just like, okay, well,
Look, okay, run me, run me.
right, please run me. But yeah, I think that that's like the main reason why. It just saves time and it saves
Yeah.
people money.
And you
That's
know
the
what
main.
I've noticed, Tia? So many people are in the hair game right now. I'm
Mhm.
talking about, I swipe down my social media. There are a million people selling hair. Not only women, men. Like, I'm
Mhm.
like, do they even know about what they selling? Like, what is the obsession with, I guess, um, weave these days? Like, what is it?
Okay. So weave is okay. Let me get a little street for you. It's like the new dope game. Okay.
I
You,
see.
I hate to, well, with that, you selling stuff for like $25. With weave, you selling bundles for $65 to
Mm-hmm.
$75. So you selling 3 bundles at a time. You at 152.25, on just selling hair. So I think it's just one of those things that people think is like really easy, but it wasn't easy for me when I first started, because one, I was ordering from different places trying to like figure out what worked. And I spent so much money like trying to get a really nice quality luxury hair care line, because I went through hair that was matting. I went through hair that wasn't curling. I
Mm.
went through hair that was straight all the time or that smelled really bad. So it wasn't that easy for me. It was a lot. It was an investment in the beginning,
Mhm.
but once I figured it out, I was good. But you know, I'm not gonna say that they don't know what they're doing. I'm gonna say they
Mhm.
don't know what they're doing, but yeah, I think it's just one of those things. You know, it's like they feel like it's easy, you know, it's easy, everybody's wearing weave now, so it's just one of those things. But I honestly feel like you should be very careful where you're getting your hair from. I'm just
Yeah.
a luxury person. Like, your hair is a big part of your hygiene, right?
Yeah.
You can wear the same outfit over and over and over again. You can wear the same accessories, you know, but when your hair is laid, like nobody, that's
Mhm.
like, you know, the main thing. It's sad to see some people driving like the dopest cars, wearing the flyest like outfits, but they head
Look a
big.
mess.
Yeah, you know, the flaming emoji or the
Yeah.
shitty emoji. Yeah, that's what they be looking like. And I'm just like, you know, you got to prioritize, you know, and so your hair is
Mhm.
a big part of your hygiene. Even if you don't get like the most expensive, just keep your hygiene together, because, you
Yeah.
know, that's how you get jobs, you know.
Mhm.
And nowadays, I hate to say, but with social media, even your jobs go on your social
Yes,
media
they
and look
do.
at, you know, what you look like on a day-to-day basis. They don't want nobody representing them and look toe up from the flow up all the time.
Yes.
So I just feel like your hair is definitely a big part of hygiene.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Well,
Mhm.
Tia, I really enjoyed talking with you today. Learning about your business and how you've had to adapt and make pivots. I'm glad that you're able to continue to grind it out during this pandemic and still continue to do what you love. Because, I'm waiting on another Jook video, dance video,
I'm
something.
coming.
You're going to have to go in the mirror, in the room and do a
Yes,
video.
ma'am. You know that, and I've been working so much. I was going to the gym, it was 24 hours, but now it closes at 10. So I haven't even been able to like invest time in working out that much because I'm in the salon so
I
heavy.
understand.
You know,
I
spreading
understand.
people out, just trying to make sure like everybody is safe. So most of
I
the time
got
when
you.
I get off the gym, be right about to close. But I'm gonna make something happen though.
I know you are. I know you are. And everybody is going to be watching and waiting. And this is my last question, Tia. Why do you continue to pledge the grind? Why do you keep moving?
I keep moving because I don't have no choice. You know, I feel like when you have a plan and when you have like my dream, I want to live like a really, really good life. I feel like I've been through a lot of affliction already. Like, I dealt with stuff in my health, like breast tumors in my uterus. So it's like time. And also, like, I went through rough patches with my business where I lost money, you know, where I had high moments and when I did not invest and make the best investments, but it was all a learning lesson, you know. So I just keep going because I really don't have no choice. Like, I want to live a really, really nice life. And in order to do that, I have to pave the way for myself, you know, and anything else would be a bonus, but I don't have a choice. This is what I have to do. It
Yes.
ain't because it's cute. It ain't because, you know, I'm trying to keep up with the Joneses or anything like that. This is like what I desire, and I only desire to keep evolving. And if I can't keep evolving, then it's not worth it. But it's worth it because I can go back and look at my work and see like how far I have come. So I don't have a choice. I can't quit right now.
Yes, ma'am. I feel you. And I know that you're proud of yourself for how far you've come.
Yeah, I
Um,
am. But it's like, you know, I don't feel like you should get a pat on the back for doing stuff you're supposed to do. You're supposed to
True.
keep going. You
Right.
know, you're supposed to keep going. And it's cool. Like, I have come across some great milestones, but at the same time, it's like a must. Who else is going to do it if I don't do it? You know?
Right. You got to
Mhm.
continue to pledge the grind, Miss
Thank
Tia
you.
Waller. Yes.
Thank you. So
So
much more to come.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I want you to tell everybody how they can get in touch with Tia Waller, see Textures by Tia, see those juke moves. How can we see what's going on with you, lady?
Okay, so you can follow me on Instagram. I'm on just about all social media. Tia Waller is TIA Waller together, WALLER at Instagram, on Facebook. My hair page is Textures by Tia Hair. My website is in the bio on Facebook. I got a few juking videos that's on YouTube. They're really old. Most of my recent juking videos are on my personal page, on the Tia WALLER page. So I will be back dancing soon. It's just I had to get like the main stuff, the priorities together.
Gotcha. Look, we understand. We totally understand. And see, when these people see this podcast and they see what I'm talking about, they see the website Textures by Tia, they gonna know what you're working with, honey.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Tia. I wish you nothing but the best. Tell your family I said hello, and you
Thank you.
continue to pledge the grind, lady.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. You too. Like I said earlier, you a mom. You know how to just y'all know how to make everything like work and happen.
Look, we ain't
Even
got
when
no
you
choice. Like you said, we ain't got no choice. We ain't got no choice.
Hey, that's it. Can't get a pat on the back for doing what you're supposed to do, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Tia.
Welcome. Thank you.